Hey, what is going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome back to another episode of our Notre Dame Fighting Irish Dynasty inside of College Football 26. Yeah, it's been quite some time since the last one, and I would really talk about it some more, but I feel like I'm going to repeat myself more so often than not because I've been doing it for every other video I've made so far, but which has only been like 3. But yeah, basically, I'm in school now. Been dealing with that the last month or so that's kind of trying to get the ball rolling on that, and as you can see, I'm still not even technically fully moved in here yet, but we're getting close. But yeah, so we're just going to kind of do this episode today, and today we're actually, hopefully should be a very exciting one. We'll be playing the USC Trojans, and if you don't know the USC Trojans, at least with the Notre Dame Irish, they are a longtime rival of the Irish. I forget how long the rivalry exactly has been going on for, but all I know is that Notre Dame, I believe, is leading the rivalry. And obviously we get that lovely trophy there, as you can see, and that is the Jules Shillelagh, which is obviously the trophy between these two squads. So there's that. Also, a couple disclosures to start this video. Number one, I'm not going to try and be very loud because obviously I'm in a dorm with a ton of other people, so I'm trying to be mindful and courteous to them. Also, I'm sure you can tell from the audio quality, it's probably not the greatest because it's still pretty echoey in this room. Because there's not a whole lot of things on the walls or anything yet, because I haven't done it yet. But basically, I'm going to try and keep my voice down so it doesn't echo as bad. Hopefully the mic's picking it up. Hopefully it's not blasting or anything like that. It shouldn't be, but that's why I'm going to stay pretty far away from it and all that. But also the other disclosure, I have not played this game in quite some time. I've actually been playing a lot more Madden than this game as of recently. Obviously, go figure. The NFL season's currently going on, as is the college one. But yeah, so that's kind of the other thing too. So I might be a little rusty at this, but probably not, since it's basically the same type of game as Madden. So hopefully that should be okay. But yeah, first thing, as usual, we're going to go into our recruiting. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really do a whole lot. I did a little bit at the start of this episode. I removed a couple guys that one of them had committed to Georgia over us, which sucks. And then the other one his name was like Tony Yeboah or something. We had a deal breaker with him, and he was not gonna. We were like number 3. I don't know how that works exactly once the deal breaker is already below what it needs to be. So there's a very good chance we weren't gonna land him anyway. So I just took him off my board. But on the other hand, we got all these guys in here. We got a lot more commits. I forget exactly who's committed since last time, but there's all that in the list there. I guess the other thing too that I've done, the one more thing I'll do is Zach Kitchings. I scouted him, and he's actually a pretty sneaky underrated pick in my opinion for a recruit. As you can see, 96 throw power, 84 speed. That could potentially be our starter later down the line, but obviously we do have a freshman currently in CJ Carr, so that probably won't happen. But I don't know, I just thought it was an interesting pick, and yeah, that's basically all there is to that. Also, one last thing we're going to do before, I don't think I've done this in other videos before, but we're going to see the stat line for us so far. And as you can see, it's CJ Carr, actually 23 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's pretty dang good. 1,500 yards in only 6 games. That's very good. He's actually not even on the Heisman list yet. I'm trying to get him on that list, but we'll see what happens. As for rushing, Jeremiah Love kind of underperforming in my opinion. Well, actually, he's probably about where he should be. 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. A little under in the touchdowns, but yeah, not obviously great. Also, Jadarian Price is a deal breaker, so that's unfortunate. But he's got a touchdown too. Carr's got 100 yards. So I think once Carr starts getting touchdowns with his legs, I think that's when we'll start maybe pushing up on the Heisman board a little bit. But again, we'll see. Looking at the receivers, obviously from those 23 touchdowns, we got plenty spread across the board. Jaden Greathouse with the lead for the team with 8 touchdowns. Eli Raridon, our tight end, 6 touchdowns. I'd love to throw to the tight end. Almost 500 yards between both of them. And all those guys, as you can see here, got some love as well. Then looking at defense here, Donovan Hinch leading the team with sacks. Jared Lawson below him. Interceptions, yeah, we only got 3 as a team. We need to definitely do better on that. And hopefully I'll be able to get some more picks, but I don't know. We're going up against the Trojans today, so that might not happen. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, we're just going to kind of hop into this game. Like I said, we're going to try and play it, and hopefully it's going to be good. Hopefully the video won't be too long for you guys, but if you guys like these like 20-ish length videos, feel free to let me know. If you don't really care, that's fine. You don't have to say anything about it either, but that's kind of what I'm trying to go for, is just about half an hour, well, maximum half an hour. Like, aim for 20-25 minute videos if possible. And if these ones too, some of these like cut cut frame, whatever you want to call them, type of video where, it cuts from different parts and whatnot. I'm trying to make them a little smaller or a little shorter. So hopefully that's working. But I mean, I've been doing pretty good with it. But it's a new type of editing for me rather than just recording the video and then just putting it in my editing software and calling it a day, as I do with normal Let's Play videos and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, enough talking for me. Let's get into our game against the Trojans. All right, and we're now into our game against USC. I decided to go with the all greens tonight. We got a night game. We got to show off that leprechaun charm with the green clover, and nice return on the kick return. But yeah, we're going with our all greens, and we're hopefully going to kick these guys' butt. So as you can see there from that little graphic, we are leading the series 50-37, and we won last year. Well, this was the real life season this year, so they won last year pretty by a score or so that's kind of cool. All right, first drive here for the Trojans. We got quarterback under center. Not sure who this kid is. It's not Caleb Williams anymore, obviously. Ooh, huge hit. Jalen Sneed. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who this kid is in the middle, or who this quarterback is for USC, but he goes out right to 17, and he's going to be taken down not before he gets a first. The other thing we got to keep in mind too, we do have 2 visiting recruits this week, that could potentially cause them to commit to us if we win this game. So hopefully we'll have to have that there. And the tight end almost got it, but we luckily knocked it out. Nice play. They're going to try and contain this guy a little bit. I'm not sure if he can run or not, but it's always a good idea just to make sure he can't run. And here goes Hinish on the inside. Way outside, and nice defense. Incomplete. All right, huge third down here already for the Trojans in their opening drive. Gonna send a man in motion to the left there. He's gonna go up to him, I think I got it, and he dropped it. Okay, we're good. Also, yeah, CJ Carr having an absolute masterclass last week. 5 touchdowns, 300 yards, and our victory over the Wolfpack. If you saw last episode, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to go watch it. But yeah, it was a really good game here as Jeremiah Love going to push up the middle for a couple. But yeah, it was a really good game, and I know it was a long time ago, but still, you should make sure to check out that video in case you missed it. So that way you can get all caught up with what we're doing here. And here we're going to toss it out to the tight end, Raridon. And he's going to get all the way down inside the 40, down to like the 36. There we go, that's about right. Raridon being a huge piece for this Irish offense, both in here and I think, well, I'm not sure how much he's done in real life, but I know for me, he's been a very reliable target here. And there's Greathouse. Oh, that's almost could be a touchdown, but he just couldn't get away from it. I gotta say, that would have been really cool if he would have completed that, but instead here, we're gonna hand it off to Jeremiah Love. And he's gonna get a first down, easy. Gonna keep up with the little short passes, not gonna try anything too major. I guess we could just run with Carr too. All the way home. Touchdown, let's go. CJ Carr getting in the end zone, using his legs. And like I said, once he starts scoring there, I think you can almost guarantee he's going to be on that Heisman list. All right, now let's see what USC has in store on their second drive after their last 3 and out. Gonna look back to throw. Gonna throw short to number 6. Almost had him for a second down loss, but it's a first. Laycock going down to 30, gonna motion a man out to the right, gonna try and run for it, and he does come back for it, but that's gonna be second down and 3. No forward progress here. Second down and short here for the Trojans. Throwing. Oh, why didn't you not stay on him? Come on there. Huge hit, number 4. Gotta stay on these guys though. We gotta stay with them. All right, now I'm gonna try something. Hopefully that's gonna be good here. I'm gonna push everybody up in case they're hoping I'm gonna try and press, and I almost got him. Oh, what a sack! I tried to get him with Hinish, but then Terror got there instead. All right, come on, defense. We got 3rd and very long. Let's try and be smart about this. Looking, nobody open. Gonna get out short. Oh, that was almost a pick by Leonard Moore. That would have been something. That would have been a nice takeaway that we could have taken all the way to the house. But you know what? 3 and out, I'll take it. All right, hand off to Love again. First drive, Love breaks off 1 tackle, tries to get another. 2nd and 6 here, Love again, gonna get the rock. Gonna juke out of man of his shoes. Oh, I was waiting for the block. I think I see something I like here on one of these sides here in the end, either on Greathouse or on Field. I'm gonna see if they beat their guys. Or one of them does at least. Gonna take the snap. I think I have Greathouse. Maybe? Does he have him? He does! Touchdown! Let's go! My goodness, I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. Hopefully you guys can, but I'm trying not to be super loud in case anybody is, studying or anything like that around me. But this game's going great so far. Obviously, we gotta knock on the wood, just to make sure. But yeah, one thing's for certain, our offense is clicking so far. That's awesome to see. There goes a nice short pass outside. 17 gets it again. Shakes off a couple tackles. Can't have that happen. Gotta press contain here on this quarterback just so he can't get out. Trying to get there. Oh, would have been. Oh, wow. That could have been incredible. Obviously, it would have been incredible for them, not for me, but still, doesn't matter. All right, come on, defense. Get in there. Take him down. Come on, defense. 2nd down and 7. See, show 'em what you can do here. Nice. Up lob. Interception. Oh, but incomplete. And oh no, Jared Lawson. It's one of our top sack leaders. That will certainly be a huge hit for our defense, unfortunately. All right, 3rd and 7 here. Got a motion man. I'm going to try and go outside, see if I can lead him. Maybe that was... Yeah, I tried to get there with that guy, but unfortunately he was a little short. Also, whoever 28 is on this field needs to probably change his place on the field because he keeps getting burnt pretty badly. And I motion running back. Oh, nice tackle. I believe that's Joshua Burham. There it is. Yep. A man himself. For those of you who haven't seen the series before, he's actually been doing pretty well for us in this dynasty so far. So definitely glad to have him on our team and playing on our defense. And he tried to run. I don't think so. I don't think so. Unfortunately, E.I. Sanders went down with an injury. And oh, I bullied a man. Get that pick. We're really good at breaking up passes. I'll give us that. All right, 8 seconds left here. We're going to try and block this extra point or this field goal here. And nope, they are going to get it. So 14-3. All right, just end the quarter here. We're going to try and do a little pass here like this with Greathouse. And that's going to get 3 yards. But that'll be the end of the first quarter. Fortunately, that did not go as I thought it was going to, and we're already stuck at looking at a 3rd and long. I think I see something though. I'm going to try and get it up to Pauling if I can. There he goes. Keep going, buddy. 1st down. I'm going to go with a play that I started calling towards the end of the last time I played the same last year, and that's a pretty good play. I'm not going to lie. I like that a lot. All right, 2nd and 7. I think I see something I do like. I do. Get it to Malachi. Here we go, buddy. There you go. And he's going to score. Once again, touchdown, Malachi Fields. And just like that, we have now increased our lead to 21-3. This USC team has nothing on us. Yeah, watch me regret that in like 5 minutes. Our USC trying again now on their next drive here. Gonna throw in the middle to their tight end. Gonna try something a little different. Gonna send a man in motion. Hinish gets there. Surprised there's no penalty. Nice hit though. Nice hit. 2nd down once again for USC. Gonna look. Throws wide open. Number 8. Not sure how he got open on that slant, but he did. I think that literally might have been the guy I was talking about earlier that we were supposed to try and cover. And yeah, they didn't listen to me apparently. All right, another play here. Throws underneath. There's 17. He's been our kryptonite all game. USC's offense seems to only be relying on number 17. So can we cover him, please? Also, it does look like Jared Dawson is back in for the 2nd and short. Looking. Gonna do a little spy. Nope. Oh, but he still caught it. Shoot. Trying to figure out something that's going to stop these guys. Gonna send a guy all the way to the other side there. Going to go to him. That's 17 again. And he's going to lose a yard. That was probably not the greatest idea. Also just noticed there the Carr is currently 2nd in passing touchdowns in the country. So if we can get him to 1st, that'll also help his Heisman case. For sure. Nice tackle there, Derek Bowen. All right, come on, guys. Let's get through. Come on. There we go. Oh, but he still got it to 17. But he's still going to be inches short. Man, you cannot have a better defensive stand than that. I'm going to try and block this now. I don't think I will, but I can always try. And unfortunately, he will make it. But hey, 6 points, 2 field goals. This defense is playing amazing right now. All right, 1st down again. Just drive looking. That's really dangerous. Never do that again. Washington going to get the catch. Hand off to Love up the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down. That's a nice thing that you don't have to worry about with this team is really you have Jeremiah Love. You can essentially run through anybody. There's really no worry about it at all, which is awesome. I may be cheesing the system here, but I think I see Malachi Fields going to break his guy again. Yeah, he is. He's got him. He's got him burnt. This guy is him. All right, honestly, this has really gotten way out of hand, even better than I would have thought it was going to. So I'm going to keep recording this. I don't know if you guys will see any more of it before we get to halftime, but if something does happen, I will put it in the video. But if not, I'm just going to see you guys in the 2nd half. All right, and now we are back in the 2nd half. Yeah, nothing really major happened. I mean, I guess I completely missed the part of the game where I My defense did blow some coverage at one point, and the quarterback tried to run, and I smacked the ball out of his hand. So you guys missed a fumble, unfortunately, but it's probably fine. Anyways, we're gonna give it out to Love again. Start the second half here. Gets a minimal gain of 3. All right, gonna give it to Love again. Gonna try and find a hole, and I went to the wrong one for some reason. Honestly, not sure how that happened. They're gonna try to navigate this defense here. Great house. Don't miss that. Oh, and he caught it. First down. There we go. Yeah, Carr's actually doing surprisingly really well this game so far. It's actually almost inhuman of him to be this good, I feel like. I know with those of you might watching, you'd be like, you should probably turn the difficulty up because, you know, you're winning by so much. Honestly, you might not have a bad idea. But nonetheless, we're going to give it to Jeremiah Love, who's going to roll off a couple tackles. All right, looks like Jeremiah Love was subbed out of the game, so now we're going to give it to Jadarian Price, who's going to have about as good of a run. All right, now on our third down here on this drive, Jeremiah Love going to prowl forward, and that's going to be a first. I will say this, I hope you guys are still enjoying this video, and it's not necessarily that boring for me to just absolutely steamroll a team like this, but I'm going to be honest. I completely thought this USC team was going to be better than this, so I don't know, maybe I just underestimated them or something, but basically what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I'm not exactly sure as to why I pressed the wrong button, but hey, it's a completion. All right, let's see what else we can do here. I'm just going to try and... Oh, there's an offsides. Anyways, it's a free play. Oh, I could easily just hit the guy right here. This is really dumb. Oh. All right, let's see. We got 3 minutes left in the third. I think we can give USC another shot on offense before we try and even consider, skipping to the end of the game. But, yeah, I definitely can probably safely say that the Jules Shillelagh is going to be staying in South Bend for another year. All right, pass out to... Oh, that was dangerous. Did not see 19 there. So it does look like now Cooper Flanagan's in the game. But however, just going to throw it to Greathouse. Just comfortable in the pocket. Yeah, that's an easy touchdown. Okay. Like I said, I'm really hoping that USC can at least do something. So that way I won't have to cut ahead in the video to the end of the game because it's just going to continue to get boring as I start piling on points and they're not even doing anything. So, obviously I'm thinking of you guys, the audience, watching the video, so I don't want you guys to get bored and click off. But yeah, so USC, can you please do something? Anything? It's a good start. All right, USC here with another third down play. Can they convert? Hand off to 2, and the answer is yes. They can convert, and he stays on his feet. Gets the first down. All right, another handoff. Quarterback going to take it himself this time. Oh, and he loses the football, and we recover it. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, here's the deal here. I'm going to finish out this quarter with the starters, and then we're going to probably mass sub in the backups or something because this isn't even a contest at this point. All right, we're going to go for that one play that I did earlier that seemed to work out for us. Here goes a tight end, Flanagan. That's a first down. There. All right, now we just hit the fourth quarter. It's 35-6. I'm going to be honest. Oh, it's the top 25. As you can see, we're currently the 5th seed. We're number 5 ranked, number 5 ranked in the nation. But and I expect us to go up after this game. But I'll see if we convert on this third down and 9. And if we don't, I'll kick a field goal and we'll keep going. But if I do convert, I'll probably just honestly skip to the end of the game, but I don't really want to do that. So let's see if we can convert this third down here. Washington, wide open. Always got it. And, I could have just kept going with... All right, now I kind of want to just score. So let's just score against the Trojans here again. I know it's a rival game, but we got it. Yep, there we go. Touchdown. That's like Greathouse's like third of the day. This is out of hand. All right, looks like USC's also put in their backup. So we're going to see how this goes. It was SmackDown. What an excellent start. All right, second down again for the Trojans. See if they can do anything. And it's right to Derek Bowen. Oh my gosh. All right, I do have the backups in now, so we're going to try and do a little bit of something maybe, I guess, with this excellent field position. But like I said, this game is basically over, so yeah, we're just going to run it out with Jadarian Price here. Outside, juke in, kind of. I got a couple guys on my radar here. Let's see if I can get it to one of them or not. There's RB. Could not quite get him. And hey, look at that. Our kicker is going to get out here now. And we're just going to kick it. And it's good. We don't score 50 points, but we get pretty close. All right, I'll give USC one more shot to do something on offense, but if they can't do anything, I'm just going to skip to the end of the game, and then we're going to close out the video. So let's see what they do here on this drive. And he just didn't drop it. Or didn't catch it, sorry. Not a great debut for Fox here. All right, another play. Going to tackle him now. Bowen's got that Heisman tier ability now. Honestly, I gotta say, it would be nice if one of our corners gets involved. That would be kind of cool. I might press on him just to see what happens. To see if it tests one of them. And he doesn't. Okay, well. 4th down. So, well, I'm gonna probably close out this game. So I will see you guys in just a moment after I'm done. So, see you then. Okay, now we're back, and I just had to get a couple screenshots and all that sort of stuff. So now we're gonna move on, see what happens with our recruiting, and I believe we have a bye this next week, so we're gonna kind of do that, I think, in this video as well, just before we end. So see you guys in a sec. So it looks like we got Kevin Kaufman, the right guard, we got D'Angelo Kaffa, the corner, and we got Ben Harvin, the running back, and that appears to be about it. Okay, so now we're on our bye week in week 9. We're just going to play through this real quickly. Just kind of check out some recruiting. I did see a couple of updates on some players that I'll just check out really briefly, and then we'll close out the video. So in terms of recruits, we did lose Daniel Bolin, it looks like, as well as Paul Brown, unfortunately. So 2 offensive linemen. We did get an offensive lineman, so that does help us, but I have to remove these guys because unfortunately they did commit to Michigan and Ohio State respectively. We're still waiting for guys like Alfonso here, as well as looks like a couple of other guys, George Barrow, Brian Silverman as well. He's actually visiting us this week. He's like one of the few 5-stars we have still left to commit. And same with George Barrow. So actually we're getting pretty close with those guys, which is good to see. Also looks like we got a punter. We have a couple of other guys here. We got Zach Kitchings. We're not even on his board yet. So I'm actually going to probably do a little bit of more of the... probably going to send the full house on him just so I can get on his board at least. Also, yeah, it looks like we just moved into the top 5 of recruiting classes as of right now. Again, it's like the middle of the season, so we're not even close to the end of the year yet, or even with the transfer portal and all that. But still, for us to be at 5, I'm very impressed by that. We still have 1 5-star, 9 4-stars, a couple 3-stars, so we're sitting pretty good if you ask me. I know we have a lot of hours we can use as well, but I'm going to do a lot of this work off camera just because I don't want to bore you guys to death doing that all right now. But yeah, I guess the last thing we'll look at before we end is, are we in the Heisman race yet for anybody? And the answer appears to be no. It looks like Garrett Nelsenmeyer from LSU got in there. How many touchdowns does he have? He's only got 19. Oh, I guess he has 140 rushing yards, but still, like, Carr stats are respectable. I'll have you know. And I know Marcel Reed only has 1 interception. That's unrealistic if I've ever seen anything like that. Alrighty, and after moving ahead past our bye week, we got Alfonso Fecco, and that appears to be it. Does not look like Brian. So yeah, it doesn't look like that Brian, the linebacker, did anything with his visit. But hey, we got Alfonso Fecco, so we got another tackle. So cool. Alrighty, and as you can see, we have our next game coming up next time, which will be against Boston College, and we'll have the trophy as well that we get to fight for, which I don't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head, but that, like I said earlier, is going to be it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to let me know in the comments. And yeah, I really don't have a whole lot else to say other than hopefully these videos will be coming out more frequently, but it'll only be as frequently as I can get them out, as I am very busy at the moment. So yeah, like I said, that's it. That's going to be it from me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.